Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our another episode of Winning Mondays. For all of you watching at Zoom, good morning. And for all of you on Facebook Live, thank you so much for taking time off your business to join us. We have a very exciting session this morning while we are waiting for people to log in and people to just kind of be on Facebook. As we are starting the conversation here, I've left the link on Virtual Support. Can you just keep on putting the link of our Facebook Live link feed so that everyone could just do us a favor. Just let's activate this conversation online today. Let's just click on that link and just say like and also share into your news feed. So we want everyone to be activated right now. We want the world to look at the tools and the technology that we are using to better serve our consumer in a very challenging real estate market that we are going to go through. Now, before we start this morning, I want to just let us go through a poll, right? I'm going to launch a poll of 2 questions. And while you are clicking on sharing and liking your Facebook, I know all of us can do multiple things at once, okay? But those who are driving, just drive and listen, okay? Those who are at home or at the comfort of a space where they are able to use their laptops and computers, please do this. Send out the like and also share the link of the video that we are launching right now in Facebook, right? So I'm going to launch the poll today. The first question is, how often do you send the same WhatsApp message to multiple people in your database? How often? So it could be a greeting message. It could be, sir, do you want to sell your property? Hey, do you want to buy a property? How often do you send the same WhatsApp message to multiple people in your database? Okay, so please participate in the poll and help us. Less than 1 per month. Some of us 1 to 3 times per week, right? Daily, 1 to 3 times per week, 1 to 3 times per month, less than 1 per month, right? And the second question is, do you use KW Activate to send your messages, right? For those who are yes, not really, I'm using another blasting tool, right? So go ahead, participate in this poll, please. The first question, how often do you send the same WhatsApp message to multiple people in your database? Some of you are saying daily, 1 to 3 times per week, 1 to 3 times per month, less than 1 per month. Do you use KW Activate to send your message? Yes or no, or I'm using a different tool right now. So keep it coming. I'm going to leave the poll out here for the next 10 seconds or 20 seconds or more, not 10 minutes, 10, 20 seconds. Early morning Monday, so please forgive me. The coffee is not full yet in my body, so it's not activated yet. So I'm trying to activate myself with coffee right now. So again, next 10 seconds, how often do you send the same WhatsApp message? Do participate with us. I ask of you that we have almost 60, 70 people here on the chat. Only 50% are participating. I encourage all of us to participate so that we know where we are in terms of how you're looking at messaging your clients, right? First question, how often do you send the same WhatsApp message to multiple people in your database? Second, do you use KW Activate to send your messages? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to end the poll right now. Right, I'm going to share the results. Very interesting. Nicholas, my partner in crime, who is our Chief Technology Officer today, is going to be here. Nick, when you look at these poll results, right? 41% say they send less than 1 per month. Means less than 1. Means likely they may not be sending every month, but it's less than 1 per month. Yes. 33% is 1 to 3 per month. 19% is 1 to 3 per week, and 7% is daily. And of course, when you look at that first question's poll answer, what do you think? What comes to your mind?
What's come to my mind is basically that we have a lot of agents who are basically, the positive things is that we see a lot of agents are actually actively reaching out and nurturing their database. So this is very, very encouraging. As we go through the series of technologies, we actually highlight a lot about database and how you can basically really nurture a database. And we can see a lot of our agents are actually actively using that, which is awesome.
Right. But what do you think about the percentage of people sending less than 1 per month? Like 41% of the people are sending less than 1 per month. What do you think is going on there?
Yeah, which potentially they are using the tool, or they are actually just treating the database as a blasting tool. That's where as and when I have if I want to send anything, I would just blast it to them. But if let's say we actually treat our database as if like we really want to nurture our database to constantly providing value, I think the frequency should be at least 2 times per month. That is how you can basically be on top of the game.
Right. And a second question is, when we talk about how many people are using KW Activate, about 19% say yes, they're using KW Activate. 26% say they're using another WhatsApp blasting tool. 56% say they're not really, meaning they're not really using any tools. What do you think about that? What's your perspective on that?
My perspective is to immediately send them the link of KW Activate so that they can basically get a free trial. And every agent in KW Malaysia actually get a free trial for KW Activate so that you can activate the database and give it a try on whether this tool is really suitable for you or not.
Right. So when I look at this, I find myself wondering, does it mean some of us are still one-to-one manual conversation? Like, are we still one-to-one sending messages? And if we are, what's the opportunity for us to scale that, right? It's not wrong to do one-to-one, by the way, it's not wrong. I started my business one-to-one messaging because there were no tools available at that point in time, right? So it's not wrong to do that, but I think important for us to realize that you need to scale and you need to do more faster than our competitors. What do we need to do? So before we start introducing our two guests, Nick, when we look at a tool to run, to develop tools for agents to help them do better in their business, and you went around and you first came in the company in January, you went around and you start talking to a lot of people. What was the number one ask of everyone from you? Like, what tech we need in order for us to be better in our business? Like, you share with us, and that's how we came up with KWT. What was that thought process that you had to go through?
Yeah, the number one ask that a lot of agents, when I actually have a conversation with them, is I realize that actually do a lot of WhatsApp. They're using a lot of WhatsApp to actually reach out to their clients and customers, and yet they're actually doing it manually. SMM, when we have an event, SMM, they actually have a listings, and they actually just do it manually. And also, especially during in February, during festive seasons, I actually observe a lot of agents has been blasting, forwarding messages, and it's all the same. Everyone is basically doing the same, and they're spending a lot of time doing that. It's almost like they could spend a day just to do invitations, just to continue to keep in touch with their customers. Hence, we realize that, hey, is there a way, that we can basically seamlessly do this? And another interesting thing is, like, we realize that no matter what tool we actually introduce to the agents, most of the agents are basically just very familiar with Excel and spreadsheet. And hence, when we come together, we realize that, hey, let's combine spreadsheet, Excel, and plus the WhatsApp, and how we can basically make this available to all our agents. Yeah. Right.
So that was the thought process. You went and talked to agents, and this is what the agents was telling you. That's why we came out with the team to design this tech. So thank you for sharing that, Nick. Now, for us to have a better understanding of how we are following up with clients better, like how are we systemizing it, or how are we doing it in a way that is scalable, that is not manual? We have two guests now. Both of them come from Market Center 1. And so happened this year, today we have a female and a male guest. So we have Peter Sack from Market Center 1. And then we have Fifi, Syafiza from Market Center 1. So welcome, Fifi, welcome, Peter. Thank you so much for taking your time off to be here with us, to kind of share your journey and also share some of your trials and errors in how you're running your business, especially in the area of follow-up. Maybe I will let the lady start first. Lady, maybe Fifi, maybe you can kind of introduce yourself and tell us your background and which area do you cover and all that.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Fifi. I am from Market Center 1, and I am new in using KW Activate, but I have been using SMS Hubs for 5 years. 6 years I've been using SMS Hub. So it's quite a welcome change for me, because I don't like cold calling. I like SMS blasting. But then using SMS Hub, I mean different platform, I feel like that's not personal, and people only open my message because they thought it's my Sejahtera update. So it's not very personal. So when you guys introduced KW Activate, I tried it immediately and love the response.
Right, thank you for sharing, Fifi. Which area do you cover, Fifi? Which market do you cover?
I cover landed property, Melawati, and Damansara Heights, a little bit of Ampang.
Right, thank you for sharing, Fifi.
Yeah.
Peter, how about you, Peter? What's your business like, and how long you've been in business, and what market you cover and all that?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Peter. Actually, Like what Fifi said, she's using that kind of, I don't know what system is that, but I'm using the one called Macro Kiosk, which is SMS messages. I've been using for many years. So it go out as a short message. Yeah, so that one I've been using for many, many years. So I'm covering Mon Kiara, and I've been around for 12 years in the industry. Yeah, so yeah, I start using this KW Activate since the day is activated.
Right. So you activated on the day it was activated.
Yes.
So you all got early activation. Okay, great. Now I'm going to go back one step. I want to, since Peter, you are here, I'm going to just ask you this question because you are in this industry for 12 years. Meaning you started at the age of 12, now you're 24 years old.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, okay. So when you do your business 12 years ago and now, 12 years ago, technology wasn't really there for agents, right? It was not really as what we understood it today, right? Why do you, and when you look at the changes in the technology landscape for real estate agents today, or real estate opportunities today, what do you think about it and how do you approach technology from your business?
Okay, I think starting from the day, like when I started, it was like 12 years ago, 2010. So at that time, the market is very, very different. So how we reach out to our client, probably we're still using a very conventional methods. Like I think we still use banner those days. We use, I still remember I advertised in the Star, and I get listing from the Star newspaper. And then, yeah, when we reach out to a client, we have quite limited portals available. So at that time, the cost of advertising is very low. And but that time we have one difficulties is when you want to get leads, listing, right? Listing. So you use manual way. So there is no such thing as master list. So it's very different. But those days, the market is less competitive. So at that environment, I think we can do it in a more relaxed manner. But today, without technology, you can't compete in the markets because everything moving so fast nowadays, and we have limited times. So I think KW Activate come in very handy and very helpful for us.
Right. And when you think about technology in your business today, what motivates you to do it? Because there are people who say that I want to change. There are people who say that let's try our old way. But I know it's difficult to learn new things and all that. But what motivates you to change and want to use technology as part of your business?
I think all of us want to break through. I think we have bottleneck. So the bottleneck normally probably is that you come back through because you have limited time, you have limited supports. So I think for KW Malaysia, we are very fortunate because as far as this KW Activate concerned, I think it helps me a lot because other than using that SMS short messages, I do it like are we using one-to-one message using WhatsApp, so which is very slow. So today, if you do in such manner, that means your KPI is going to be very low. Even though I engage someone to help me, so 1 month I probably have to spend about ranging from 1,000 to 2,000 just help me to blast the messages. So looking at this context, I think the technology coming, it really helps us increase our KPI, that we actually spending less time and we can actually schedule it and make it automatic. So I think this is the best thing.
Yeah, so for you, you're motivated because it saves you time, likely save you more money, and likely help you make more money at the same time, right? So you save time, save money, and make money. Does that sound right for you, Peter? Is that the main motivations for you to look at technology as a solution for your business?
Yes, definitely. End of the day, what we want is how to double up our business, right? So I think with this, I'm very happy because I always tell my teammates, I'm talking to you now. You know what? The KW Activate is sending messages, and it's continuous. Like I love it because I normally start blasting in the morning. I let it run until in the evening,
Right.
So, yeah, that's the best thing.
So it takes a bit of time away to do this, but it does more things. On the back end, is automating a lot of things for you so that you can do other things that's important at the same time. So it's about time saving, and you spending the most effort in doing things that matter, and these kind of things will run by itself, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the system is working behind the scene for you, and so that you can actually do more. With just
Right.
doing this, you actually achieve more. Yeah.
Correct. And Fifi, how about you, Fifi? As you journey through in real estate, I know you've been in real estate for some time. I think 6-7 years, if I'm not mistaken, or more than that.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah, 6-7 years. Again, you started when you're 15, so now you're about 25. I know, right? So,
Oh.
so
I appreciate that.
okay, right. When you look at technology right now versus when you started real estate in 6-7 years ago, right? How do you look at technology right now? What do you see the differences and the change that has impacted your business right now?
Back then, I feel like we do a lot more hard work, like back-breaking work lah, like pass flyers and then do all that. But now we don't have to. Actually, it simplify a lot of things, but it also brings all sort of other challenge also lah. I feel like sometimes it's overwhelming and we cannot keep up. But then it's okay. You just pick one or two marketing way that you think it comes easy to you and it works for you, and then you focus and be very good at that lah. You don't have to do all. So
Right.
I learned that as I was going through the journey lah.
Right. And what motivates you to adopt technology as part of your strategy to run your business right now? Because I remember you shared with me, I think a personal message said, "Oh my gosh, I'm using this right now, and it's like I cannot stop talking to people because there's so many people talking back to me, right?" So what's that mindset that you had when you decided to make the decision to say, "I want to use technology right now"?
Okay, because I feel like the best way I can help my client to sell is to have more listing around the area. So how am I going to do that? So every time, like I have one listing, for example, in Jalan Lorong Setia Jasa. So it'll be helpful if I have around the area also the same type of property, right? So I use that as a motivation to use Activate to find more listings similar to what I already have to co-sell. So every time like co-agent call me or client call me, I would have many units to show, all in that area to show. So it will help me better lah.
Right. So the reason why you're doing it is you're motivated by serving your community and serving your owners better. And you know that you need to show there are more comparisons in the market so that they can stand out. And the only way for you to do is just to go out there and reach out to the community, the market, and get the listing and use technology to reach out to them. Is that right? Yeah.
Like last time I used to fish around people's mailbox to get their name and address. I'm sure Peter have done it. All old-timer agent have done it. So now we don't have to do that. Yeah, we can just full use of KW Activate.
Right, that's right. So using the technology to scale and don't have to go in the hot sun so much lah.
Did I just admit crime on a platform?
Right. Okay. So with you using technology, right? One of the reasons why you use technology is to stay connected with our clients. Why do you think it's important? And when we did the poll just now, a lot of us may still be struggling in staying connected with our clients consistently, right? Why do you think staying connected with your clients consistently is important?
Okay, so like usually when you advertise in social media, portal, right? Like iProperty, Edge, and Property Guru, you have a lot of people calling. So you save for one listing lah. So you save their name as prospect for example Manjalara House. But then at the back of your mind, you dah lupa. If you rely on your mind, you already forget. But then if you automate it with Activate, you know there's a price changes for that Manjalara house in the future. You can just tap into Manjalara prospect and immediately hantar message and say, hey, there's a price update on this. So that one all can be done automatically. So I find it very easy to keep in touch and not to waste all the leads that I bring in. Right.
So to you is don't trust your own memory. Even you are 25 years old, you don't trust your memory, right?
Yes.
But you can trust a system that captures all the information and is able to help you, remind you the information that's necessary to help you scale your business. So I think that's the key thing. Peter, how about you, Peter? Why do you think it's important to stay connected with your clients consistently? Because sometimes we only talk to the client once after 3 months, and then the client don't remember us, we don't remember the client. But why do you think it's important to keep connected with our clients?
I think in my markets, I think we talk about listing and we talk about owners, right? So we have to have communication with the owner all the time, but I can't afford to call them all the time, or I can't afford to message them one by one. So the best thing is I realized that there's so many agents calling the owners, right? So how do we reach out so many owners at so many times and repeatedly? I think the repeat thing is very important because you want the owner to remember you. Also, we want to know what is the status of that listing, probably it has been rented or whether he has been sold or whatever. So what I do is, I think one of the best thing to do is that I always send this owner my tenant's profile or my client's profile every time when I have one. So they will always remember me, and after that they will update me instead. I follow up with them. So I think we see the impact here because when you send them so many times, but you don't actually do it yourself, but you use the KW Activate to do it. So it really create the kind of impact. People remember you.
Yeah, and it's personalized message, and people remember you because you want people to remember you, right? So that they will think about you when they make a decision. For example, I want to reprice my property right now.
Yes.
Right. Then I will call, hey, that guy that spoke to me the last 2-3 weeks, I think I need to talk to him because I think I need to change my price. Or I was not interested to sell 3 weeks ago, but something happened in my life today that I need to sell the house right now. And I remember the first person that reached out to me, and that's you, Peter. Like, yeah, that's why connection is very, very important, right? And that's why I think most agents today, whichever market you are in, I think we will go through the same thing, that you cannot make one phone call, one message and expect our job is done. Our job should be connecting with the clients, or especially the listing owners or the buyers consistently until something changes in their life that they need us. Right? Because that's the reality of how our business is. Sometimes I have agents saying that, let me just make one phone call to all the database of all the owners and I'm done. But actually you're not done, because you should be calling and touching base with all the database of owners every month, if you can, because they change their mind every month. Something happened in their life every month. They're not ready to sell today. Doesn't mean they won't be ready to sell 3 months down the road. But if you don't have a systematic approach like what Peter is saying, because he's very hardworking, because I have a lot of family members that stays in Mount Kiara and they receive his message quite frequently, by the way. And someone was just sending, my sister-in-law was just sending me a message the other day. Who is this guy? Is this your agent? Not like, yeah, he's good. He's got his handsome photo that day, because he's 25 years old only. But anyway, it's important because they need to stay connected, and the person who spend more time connecting with the clients has a higher chance to win market share. You have to win mind share first before market share, right? So thank you for sharing, Peter and Fifi. But now let's go a little bit detail. Like, I want to ask question. Maybe I'll pass the time to Nick to talk about how KW Activate works and how has it helped both Fifi and Peter in their business. Maybe Nick, you'll take over this segment.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Hi, Fifi and Peter. Maybe you can basically share with us, like, how does this applet work and how does it look like? And if you have anything that's results and a demonstration that you want to share with us, then feel free to share screen and go through with us how it has been really beneficial to you, before I jump in to just wrap up a little bit on how this tool going to be very beneficial to our agents.
I think, Fifi, you want to start first?
Okay, basically since it started, I think I've used it for 2 months now, right? Okay, 2 months. I've sent about 2,000 plus messages out, and so basically this the master list is, I target it where I already have existing listing. So basically, I just tell them, hey, I'm marketing at this area. If you wish to sell yours, so feel free to, schedule a meet so that, I can sell it together or something like that. So I made a mistake. Initially, I made a mistake with because we want to be too personal, I made a mistake of putting their names. So actually for cold touch, I don't advise you to use their name because they will spook like how this agent know their name. So I just use a very light, brief message, like general message lah. So if they reply, then only I'll get them. I'd be more engaging lah. So basically, I sent about 2,000 messages. I got around 50 new listing, and I visited around 30.
Visited around 30 as well.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, 50 listings, and what's the value per listing here? Do you know, like, price range per listing? What's the value?
Around, okay, the highest per listing is 10 million.
Right.
Okay, so 10 million house owners also reply to KW Activate.
What's the average that you actually get out of the listing?
Average would be 2 million
Right.
houses, yeah. Because I
Right.
do landed property. Yeah.
Right. So if I calculate correctly, 2 million multiplied by 50 is about average of 100 million new inventory for your business.
Yeah.
And the value of average of 2 to 3%, that's about 2 to 3 million worth of professional fees available for your business right now to harvest. Because of, and how long do you spend doing that, Fifi?
Okay, so when I first started, I made a mistake because I did not know. I just jumped in only. So I did not know. I let it run for 24 hours. So until 2 o'clock in the morning, I've been replying to message, and I was like kicking myself how to stop this engine. Imagine, like, because it's 5 minutes, they would send like 2-3 messages, right? So imagine 24 hours running. Luckily, they are quite nice. Like, they just didn't see, but then the next day, immediately I call KW Activate. I say, hey, please stop this. They say, oh, why didn't you tell me? I can do from 8 to 7 for you. Please do that. So
now
make
you
sure.
understand that you can basically program it in such a way that
Yes,
time that you want.
yeah. So for all my colleagues there, remember to off it. Got cut off date. If not, like, I complain to John. Oh my God, I've been on my phone. I got carpal tunnel from replying to messages.
I think it really depends on how you basically want to run your business. Like,
Yeah.
at times when we actually do certain things, we actually just run 24/7, depending on the number of messages that you have. And also, second, that if you would just want to run it at any time that you can basically pre-program it, all you need to do is just to inform the support that we basically just want to blast to send the messages from 10 to let's say 10 to 10.
Yeah. There's a question by Louis, I think. Louis asked.
The Lois asked, like, did your WhatsApp get blocked?
Fortunately for me, not yet, but I've got a colleague who has been blocked. But then they work with KW Activate very fast to unblock it. Very fast also, it will take 2-3 hours. So that can happen if a lot of people report you.
Yeah, over the weekend, I have a colleague who basically got blocked through the massive of messages, and we got the WhatsApp number retrieved back within 2 hours. Yep. So what about you, Peter?
Okay, yeah, just now about this WhatsApp block, actually, starting when I'm using, it's like super overwhelmed, like my phone, because I'm using only one phone.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Problem, like, so many messages coming in, and I have to juggle it with whatever the other clients that I'm following up with. So I have this problem, then I switch to another phone. So I'm using another prepaid numbers. So I get blocked one time, and then I get it reactivate back, and then I get blocked another time. Then I switch back to my postpaid. But I think to clear this problem very easy, I think we have to synchronize a Google contact first, because it has to appear that this contact is our existing contact. So then to avoid this. Yeah. For myself, I think maybe I want to share a bit of
you do some
share screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think I just share a bit one of this condo, Sunway Mont. So Sunway Mont, we have 288 units. And I got 56 units in my list. So there's for sale and for rent. But of course, here I want to highlight is probably some people have this myth. They were thinking KW Activate can do magic. But actually it is not. But the thing is that how many messages you send out and what is the content like. So I think I changed my content very targeted on the size, very targeted on the client profile, so that we maximize the impact lah. I mean the owner's reply. So this is one of them. And then I have another one is that if you're looking at this, okay, I look at percentage. Let's say if we have 288, so 56 is probably like almost 20%, right? So that means we can get by normal way. I think normally when we blast one condo, this is based on the statistic in my area lah. If it is a new condo, it is less than 3 years old, and if you blast, normally you will get first round you probably get 5%, which is you get like 10 or 15 like that, and then second round you blast again, you get another 5%, so you get 10%. But how to reach to 20% and 30%? Then it all very depending on how often you send and what other content you send that you actually spark the owner's interest to reply you. You know, like you put maybe a very nice profile, a Japanese, you know, corporate lease, they're going to sign 2 years and they can move in next week, that kind of thing. So it sparked the owner interest to actually reply. So this is what I get out of this lah. So the other one is that I have another one I don't show here lah. So it is a residency Safina. We got 245 units, so I got about 55 units, which is also almost 20%. So what I want to highlight here is that the percentage you can actually scale up using KW Activate, because for those who have not done this blasting, probably you need to start somewhere. But if you're already doing it very often for so many years, right? So this product KW Activate is very good. You can straight immediately, you can see the impact is there. And then now I got this problem. I got too many appointments, so I start to delegate to my agents.
Yeah,
I
same.
think this is a very good thing. Yeah, of course, it go hand in hand with your campaign, because once you got so many listings, right? Whether your campaign is running at the pace, you know, to match up with the number of listings that you get. If this tool is in place, so Mr. Jonathan, so I know the mega team come in very handy now, very important to me, because I have to leverage on my team to help me to market this listing. So I think that's the best thing I can see for the last 2-3 months that's happening.
Right. I want to just highlight a quick one, Nick. I just want to, my observation from Peter's sharing is he's got a number in his head. He's thinking about conversion, 20%, 30%, 40%. He's thinking about that right now. So meaning if the whole condo block has 240 units or 250 units, and he has 20% to 30% of the share of listings, that means for him to win market share in the condo block is very possible, because he understands that I have that. And I like it the way that he go to the market and not suddenly, hey, Mr. Owner, want to buy or sell. No, he doesn't do that. He said, I've got a family of 3% that's looking to buy a property here, pre-approved credit of this amount of money. Would you be interested to sell? Now, of course, I assume that that is a real case. It's not something that he just figured out, right? It's basically of the buyers that he's following up right now, but he's using those things to speak to the client. Meaning you're already telling the client, I have someone that's already interested, but you also tell the story of who this someone is, from rental to sale, right? So I like that approach, guys. And one thing I learned today, I never thought of it that way, but Peter, you have really helped us to see that when we go to the market to tell people we are serious in our business, we must show the evidence that we have serious, real buyers there. So clients will respond to the profile, right?
Because they will be more responsive, because they are not interested to know where you're covering, how many people you have, how focused you are. No, they want to know whether you got client or not. So that's why I'm thinking that I send the actual profile to the owner. Sometimes I also send, like, I have some viewing, I take some photo, I say this is the client, this is a Japanese family that I've been showing them for like these few places, and they are specifically now narrowing down to your condo. So if your unit's available, we can view it tomorrow 2 p.m. I hope to receive your reply ASAP, so we can arrange the appointment, that kind of things.
Right. So that's straight to the point, with a value given to the owner, right? You bring the value to the table compared to other agents who just send generic messages. That's very powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Peter.
Yeah, I think it's very important that from sharing from Peter, that we are able to also see that he's not just looking at just getting the listing, but also at the same time looking at the entire perspective of the whole things, that so whether the team is ready, got so many appointments going on, whether campaign is actually ensuring that whatever that he's actually getting, able to cope with the confidence of the buyer at the same time as well. I think it's very important that as a business owner to really see a big overall picture of the business. Right, once you actually have a tool, and I like what Peter shared earlier, that say, a lot of people think that KW Activate is a myth, right? It can basically just do wonders and do magic. Technically, technology is still a tool, right? We actually provide this tool to you, and this tool can really help you to save a lot of time and do a lot of wonders as well. But it still boils down to one thing, that the genuinity of the message and how you can basically engage with the customers. It will be the same as you doing one-on-one, but the tool able to actually help you to scale it from 1 to 10 to 100 and to 1,000. Yeah, it's good. Thanks for sharing that. I also want to take this opportunity to share one testimonies that I actually get it from for one of our agent. That's this is also WhatsApp plus tool that they actually use KW Activate to actually get listing. So he actually have a listing at Taman Desa, block 123. So he actually get about 187 contacts, and he actually got 22 responses, and total of 4 listings, 4 rental listings just by these messages. And also then he actually tried on the block 2 on 155 contacts, saw 16 response, and get about 4 listing, 1 for sale and 2 for renters, and 1 for renter in other area at the same time as well. So you can basically see it actually spill over as well. So in total of 565 contacts, total response about 61, close to about 10 to 11, 15% of the response that you actually get, and total. But just by doing this exercise, you actually get 9 listings. So you can actually see a lot over there. Events like it works for Subang Jaya, main place at USJ, a total of 423 contacts. About 10% you actually get a response of 48, and also just get 11 listings from there, even in the Petaling Jaya as well. So this is addition of this that most people know. And then I can also share that this is what Vinny has done as well. This is a sample of messages that she sent it to, and just very correlate to what Peter have just shared. You just send the tenant's profile, very clearly telling them, hey, I actually have this. Of course, like you can basically see some owners say that I already sold my house 2 years ago, which means the database have not been updated. But this is where like you actually use this opportunity to continue to update your database, update your listings from there as well.
Yeah,
So,
I just want to add that this particular sample from Winnie, she's even reaching out to projects that were there for more than 10 years. Like these are all handover units. I mean, because when you are working on a property that's just handover below 3 years, of course, you have more listings available versus the one that is more than 10 years, right? Less listings available. But yet it still work. It still show that it still work. And it still can work in any particular listing, just that the numbers may vary due to the particular property and the particular location.
Yeah, the interesting things is like it works. So I want to encourage everyone who have yet to basically experience this tool to really go into it. And I'm not too sure whether like John, you think like it would be good for me to really show them like how this tool works and do a quick demonstration on this.
Maybe you can do a quick demonstration for some of our audience here. As you are preparing the demo, maybe to ask Peter and Fifi, how easy is it to use this tool? Like how long does it take for you guys to learn this whole thing? Maybe I can start with Peter. Like how many months you take to master this tool, or how many weeks or days or hours? I don't know. Like how fast was it for you?
How many months surprised me. Yeah, actually it only take you about few hours or maybe less than 2 hours going through with before Azlan there's another guy, so he go through with me. So immediately we can use, I think so that means it put in the perspective it is everyone know how to use it, and it is so easy to learn. So it is like no need 1 month, no need 2 weeks, no need 5 days. Is just take you about less than an hour to know how to use it.
Fifi, how about you? How long does it take for you to understand and learn the tool?
Very fast also, but because I'm used to SMS blasting before. But then to tweak it to be perfect for your own use, then you have to do some trial and error lah. So another thing that I want to share is when you send like thousands of messages and then it will flood your inbox. It will flood your WhatsApp. So at that time, the current client that I've been serving, I cannot see their message. My family messaged me also, I cannot see because it keeps sending. I was like going crazy. So actually what you can do is that you ask the the Activate team to auto archive your message. So when you auto archive your message, people who respond to you only, they will go into your inbox. That means the other, if you send 1,000 message, 50 only reply, so 50 only will be in your inbox. The rest 9,950 you will not see it. If you want to repeat after 1-2 weeks to message the same time, you just go to your system and repeat lah. So that is what I learned.
But I think the functional part of it is quite straightforward.
Yeah,
I mean,
quite straightforward, very straightforward. Less than 1 hour, you just go through one-time demo, you'll be able to use it already. The tweak is you use it, then you tweak it lah.
Yeah, what I like about this tool is our back-end support is very solid. I mean, you can speak to
anytime.
a physical, a proper person to help you, right? I mean, I don't know, Peter, whether you have the same experience with Fifi, but there's someone there that you can reach out to that can help you straight away.
It's not a bot. It's not a bot.
It's a real person talking.
It's a real person. Yes.
Helping you and respond very fast. That's what we like about the tool. Nick, are you good to show the demo?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it. Right, can you all see my screen right now? All right, so as you can see my screen over here, so this is exactly what you will get, the spreadsheet that you actually get on the Google spreadsheet, where the moment that you actually sign up for KW Activate, you actually get this. Of course, on my demonstration, you can actually see a lot more tabs where some of you have not basically seen it. So the key thing is basically on this campaign. Say, for example, if I have a list of a database, say, for example, over here, I have a list of users that I actually want to send it to. So what you can basically do is just to copy and paste some of all these numbers over there. Say, for example, I have three people that the group of people that I actually put into. I can just copy and paste the number over here. So when I actually put the numbers over here, I would then go to the templates to actually draft a message, assuming that I've run the Facebook ads and I have these messages that have been drafted out. Thank you for your interest in Pavilion Damansara Heights. So I actually draft a message and give thanks to them for signing up in this the Facebook ads I actually have, and also actually ask them whether are you available for viewing for tomorrow 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I can just basically just copy this label. I can actually type as it's actually very simple to basically just type out some of all these messages. I can just copy the label. I can just go back to my campaign message and I just type Pavilion FB and I just drag it. So this is basically the messages I just want to send it to them. The moment that I'm ready, I can also, let's say, for example, if I have some media that I actually want to, I can just go to the image and go to my Google Drive and actually just create a link with the Google Drive, and then I can just put it over here and send it as well at the same time. So once this is ready, then I can just put a tick over here. I'm not doing this right now so that I actually don't get it sent. So when I put a tick over here, actually it would just turn green, and I can just put on the KW Activate and actually process it right now. Immediately, then the messages will be actually personalized and then send it to all the clients that I actually have. And you can basically see the template over here, hi, percentage name and percentage. So this is basically the code that we actually personalize the message for those who actually, the people that actually want to reach out to. Yeah. So I hope that this simple demonstration actually tell you, in order to master this in less than 45 minutes, anybody can basically use this tool to reach out to all the clients that you actually have.
Right. Thank you for giving a quick run through and a quick demo, Nick. I think it's important for people to understand that. Right. Let's just go back to Peter and Fifi, and I want to start with Fifi here. Once you have been using this for 2 months or so, right? KW Activate Fifi, how has this impacted your business, and where do you see yourself with the tool right now? Is it going to be a daily, weekly, monthly thing for you, or consistent thing for you, or what is your behavior on the tool right now as you move forward after having two months of experience with the tool?
Okay, so previously, the first half of my real estate career, I'm more inclined to serve buyer. And then when we learn in KW Activate, we have to serve seller, right? We have to be a listing agent. We have to be very good at keeping lister happy. I mean, seller happy. So I use it very frequently, and I feel that okay, and I have a team, and I feel like I can help them also to, because not every messages that they reply is pertaining to what I want, but they will give like one owner, they will have like 5-6 different property, maybe not the one that I wanted, but they have others. So I have my team members, so I'll just funnel it to them, and then they will then follow up. We have many successful viewing already from my team member from KW Activate. And on my part, like Peter also, I'm very personalized. I don't do general message like, hi, I want to serve you. No, I just say that I'm already working in that area. If you want to work, I have this client, this client, this client. So that way, I feel like they respond to me better. And then I immediately go and visit the listing. So I foresee I'll be using this very religiously, and it will help me.
Right. So this is a long-term solution, long-term game plan for you to stay in touch with the listing, and you shifted your mindset from a buyer's agent to a listing agent.
Yes. So, and then the feedbacks that I get also from COA, from different agency, they call a few agents, but because I have many listings, like 5-6 listings in the area, I'm able to bring them in one day to see all the 5 listings. They stick with me. So that has been a change since I used KW Activate.
Has it impacted your production so far?
Yes. Viewing appointments, I have more.
Increase. How many percent would you say it has increased your viewing appointments?
Okay, like before in a week, I will have like every day, maybe one, but now I can do every day, but it will be like many houses, like 4-5 houses in one go.
So you got 4-5 appointments in one go.
Yeah, then I increase many COA activities.
Yeah, more co-agency come to you because you got all the listings.
Yes.
So they just call you and you can say, look, what? Just call me. I can show you six options in the same street.
And even if they go with other agent, they will always come back. So that one, I feel like it's different.
Right. That was a big change for you. Right. Peter, how about you, Peter? How has this helped you change your business, and where do you see yourself using this tool moving forward in your business?
I think moving forward, I'll dive deeper in using this KW Activate. Okay, there are a few things that I want to improve. Like first, I got a lot of listing. All right, so now I want to go for those listing which is a higher quality listing, better condition listing in a shorter time. So I will probably get my PA very soon, a personal assistant, to help me on this. And of course, I think I'm also embarking on the mega team thing. So with this number of listing, I can actually, my team can leverage on me, as well as I can leverage on my team. So we can reach out to more clients in shorter time. So that means we can actually scale up the number of appointments and the number of listing versus the number of appointments, and then later on to go into the conversion of sales, and it's already seeing a good result now. Yes.
Right. And have you like taken more listings than before, or like have you gotten more listings in a shorter period of time than what you were doing last time?
Yeah, I think previously I have this challenge is I got the number of listing, but I have this problem is like when I have a client, when I come back to owner say tenanted or sold. So now I can address this problem is that I can do it like twice in a month with the same owner. So my listing status is more on the recent updated, and it is actually an active listing. Because this is a very important things to us, because I don't want the client come back to me and I got nothing to show because some of the units has been tenanted and all this thing. So in order to catch up with this, so these activities of blasting, it has to be consistent, continuously, like at least one condo, at least twice in a month, or maybe 3 times in a month, or maybe once a week if we can do it. Yeah, so that we can win the competitions. So I always tell my team, it's like today, I got an example, if this condo worth suites, we need this week, we have like maybe 10 units being tenanted. So what is our market share? So probably we get 1 or 2. So now with this KW Activate, we can get 10, maybe we can scale up to maybe we got 4 or 5 deals out of this. So that means we increase our market share using this system, because that we can catch up with the time. Otherwise we cannot, because now everything is teamwork, everything is fast and furious. So in order for us to win in Mongkiara market particularly, because it's very active, so I think I will use it. Even I already opened one account using my wife's name, but I'm actually the one who operate it, double up it. Yeah.
So you got 2 channels running at the same time.
Yeah, because sometimes use my name. Sometimes, you know lah, some owner they prefer lady ma. So I use my wife's name lah, put a picture lah. So we got the same condo, same message, different outcome.
What is the different outcomes that you have gotten so far?
My outcome is some owner, they don't respond to me, but if I use my wife's account, they respond to her. So you have to be 2 different gender, right?
Yeah, but disclaimer, Peter's wife is an agent, okay? Don't use your wife's photo if she's not an agent, okay? just to be compliant, yeah.
Okay. I use genuine one, genuine one.
Genuine one. It's not like someone, you didn't put a supermodel picture there.
No.
Okay.
After the owner want to see the supermodel and then she's not there.
Okay. Right. I think from my observation, I think as I hear both Fifi and Peter sharing, right? Number one is a very simple thing. I just want to get more listings. I just want to get more opportunities. I want to find a way to scale my business. And this technology is not difficult to use, and it has got support. So I'm hearing all this experience here, which I think is back to where you came from. As I asked you the first question, Nick, that this is how we want, this is where the agents want the automation and the support to help them in their business. So Nick, moving forward, just maybe a glimpse. I know we never prepared for this, but what do you think are some of the, like, is KW Activate going to stay where it is, or they're going to have additional potential features coming in the pipeline?
Of course, technology will continue to evolve, and the more that we actually get the feedback from our agents, we realize that we know that actually we need to continue to have actually more features and more features in the tool than what we actually have right now. So it will not stay there. It will continue to evolve, and in the coming, so hopefully by Asia Summit in 26th of October, that we're gonna see an upgraded tool, right, for KW Activate, and especially for those who are running projects and for those who are going to dominate in certain area, you're able to really see that it's fully automations on how we will sit down with you, craft out the messages for the next 10 to 20 or 30 days, and how we can basically automate that even to the next level. Right now, you still got to probably do it manually by yourself, but with the new tool and the new upgrade that we're actually going to bring in, all the agents will be able to see that you, like whatever Peter that you're doing right now, all I can basically tell you is that you can actually do 10 times more.
Wow.
That's how the upgrade gonna be. Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. So
Scary.
You have to add another 2 phones. Got 4 phones.
Yeah. So the goal is, our goal is, this is not the end of the technology. This is just the beginning. This is like version 1.0, which is very basic, and already you can see both Peter and Fifi having such impact in their business, right? So but the goal is to start now, so that when we go 2.0, you know how to scale it better, right? You know how to use it better. And I saw some of the demos that Nicholas have shown me. I cannot tell you all the secret yet because we're still working on it, but it's truly amazing, guys, that you want to talk about fully automation, right? This is fully automation coming soon. Fifi phone is going to blow up. Yes, so get 3 more phones. I don't know, get an Activate ready phone. I don't know, whatever that will help you. But but this is very powerful, very, very powerful. Before Fifi and Peter, you all go, right? Before you all give us some last thoughts, I want to share some announcements first. Then we will go to the last thoughts, some of your last thoughts about KW Activate. For all of you who are listening today, if you have learned something today, what are some of your ahas that you have learned from both Fifi and Peter and Nick about following up and about communicating with clients? If you can share your ahas and thoughts, and also at the same time, do express your gratitude to them, because both Fifi and Peter has taken time off their business to really share this openly and very genuinely and very generously with all of us. Please give them your thoughts and give them your what do you call it, appreciation to them, right? And also give us some of your ahas and thoughts as we are going through this whole journey of learning how to use tools to follow up. So can I have the announcements, please, before we go? Right. For everyone's benefit, we are actually having our KW Asia Summit. We had the first one in 2019, November last year, but due to the past 2 years of COVID, we couldn't do it. But we are so proud to announce, as we are selected by KW Worldwide to host this event once again in Malaysia. The date is on the 26th of October 2022 on a Wednesday. It's a full day event with our partners coming from the US. So KW Worldwide tech team members will be coming in. There are 4 team members from the KW Worldwide team, and we're expecting other regions from other countries, especially from the Asia Pacific country, to be joining us. We are expecting 1,500 people to be attending this event. Now, we don't have all the information yet because we're still working on the finalized the location and all. The location, basically, we are more or less finalized already, but the content and all that. Well, what I'm going to tell you is going to be the largest real estate event for agents in Asia ever done before, focusedly on Asia agents. And our goal is to have breakout sessions to help you on various segments of your business. And you will see a lot of technology breakout sessions. And like what Nick is saying, you will be experiencing new technology opportunities, meaning we will be launching new stuff during that time. But at the same time, there'll be workshops after the main section, the main events. So if you want to come and look at a global event, we're going to actually have a global event here in Malaysia. It's just not a Malaysian event, it's a global event. You'll be hearing information from other regions, how they're running their business, how technology and new models are coming out to run your business to be more efficient now. It will be a great networking session as well. And most importantly, you'll get to meet our president, Bill Sotoroff from the US, together with JP, who is our vice president, and our technology partners and our from KW Worldwide coming in just to be there with you as a commitment, as partnership with us. And it's a real honor for us to be able to host this for our Asia Pacific regions. But I'm already inviting leadership and agents from other countries to come in to join in for this event now. So save your time on the 26th of October. Please block the whole day. Do not have any appointment. Off your KW Activate on the 26th of October. Peter and Fifi, don't on any Activate. Just off the Activate on that day. Because I want us to work on our business, not in the business all the time, but there's an opportunity to work on our business and collaborate with other people. You will see it's going to be a much bigger event than we had last time in November, right? So save that date, and we want all of you to come. Expecting 1,500 people, meaning some of your friends may have opportunity to come, even though they're not from our company, right? Next slide, please. Right, so we're also continuing with our prop tech. I think the new prop tech we're going to have as a new format that Nick has programmed, a new format that will help you enhance your business, not only the basic stuff that you work on, but really go in deep and how we can leverage on some of the technology platforms that we have to enhance and scale your business, right? Next slide, please. It's going to happen in August, so do join us. Next week, we're going to have another session about creating campaigns. How do you generate leads with less than $1 US? So we already have people that are using our technology that's generating leads less than $1 per lead. So do join us for our next Winning Mondays, quality leads for less, right? Next slide, please. Right, we are having our value story. Do help us like and share. Click like and share on that link that we shared with you so that we can tell the whole world about how we are serving our clients better and more efficient so that you all can be seen as the market leader in the industry, right? Next slide, please. Now, you notice that every Friday, as our commitment to you, we're going to have touch points to help you communicate with your clients. Now, if you are not creative, you don't know how to do messages, do not worry. All these messages are KW Activate friendly. So you can use our messages every Friday to just touch base with your clients. If you just don't know how to write messages, you don't have the skill set, or you don't know anything, or you're a rookie, you don't understand how to write messages, this is done for you every Friday. Feel free to use it and customize to your name and to your branding and send it out to your clients. So we are committed again, because we heard from the agents that you are looking for certain messages that is easy for you to use. So this is for all agents here today. Next slide, please. Right, so with that, before we close, Peter, maybe you want to share with us what are your last thoughts, what are your last advice? If I'm an agent right now, I'm thinking of using technology to run my business, but I'm struggling. What's your advice?
The best thing is do it now lah. I always believe that when there's a new technology, you have to jump on it and you have to really go and use it. If not, whatever the technology that has been given is not relevant to you at all because you have never used it. So I'm very thankful, John and Nicholas, because I think this one helped us a lot, really helped us a lot. So yeah, guys, just do it now.
Right, thank you for sharing, Peter. Fifi, what about you? What your last advice to our friends here who are listening, who are thinking about technology or struggling to use technology, wanting to give up, wanting to start? No, how would you advise them?
My advice would be start that messy start. It's okay to be messy at first. Along the way, you will tweak it, because a lot of us want it to be perfect, want it to be like well prepared. Then you just psych yourself out by not doing anything. So tell yourself it's okay to be messy, but you learn, you improvise, you improve. That's how you learn. Because we are all quite we are young, but you know, sometimes we don't take it too fast to the technology, but tell yourself it's okay to screw it up at the first beginning, but then you learn to be better.
Right, so start fast. Don't worry about messing up. It's okay to mess up, because messing up is part of the learning process. Thank you for sharing that, Fifi. Nick, what are your last advice to our audience here today?
Yeah, in order to really make the maximized use of these two, I think first thing first is really to have a database. Either you actually have the list of the owners to start with, or you actually organize your current database that's on your phone to really make sure that you're ready to use this tool. Because I often have a lot of agents who really want to use the tool, they jump onto it, but they just realize that, hey, no, who am I going to send a message to, right? So first thing first, have the database ready. And then it's like the messages, we actually have a lot of messages every Friday. We're going to send it to you so that you can basically make good use of this. Yeah.
Right. My last advice to everyone here, those who are struggling or those who are wanting to learn and do better, you must reach out to someone. Don't do this alone. If you are struggling to start, reach out to someone that can already start. Come to PropTech, engage the people, come to the camps that we have, come to the events that we have, come to the training, engage and reach out to someone. Because in our culture, in our organization, we have something called AHA, agent helping agent. People are here willing to help you, to support you. So reach out. Don't be alone and stay there and not do anything. Now, you struggle to do something, but you want to see a change in your business, in your life, reach out to someone. That's the first step you can do. Simple step, right? First step you can do, reach out to someone in your market center, in your leadership, so that they can support you and they can journey with you. Because our goal is to get everyone on the bandwagon of technology so that you are tech-enabled and relevant for the business. Just as you hear what Peter is sharing for the past 12 years in his career, he has to shift to win the market share and he has to be faster, right? But you can't do it alone. You're doing it together, right? Even when you're using KW Activate tool, don't worry. There is a backup support at the back end to help you. So be with someone. Don't do this alone. We are all called to be part of a community. So we are building a big community for everyone in real estate here to help each other to do our business. So thank you so much, Peter, Fifi, for your time and your effort. Your stories are very, very inspiring. Simple and inspiring, and you're just telling people that anybody can do it. So thank you, Peter and Fifi. Thank you, Nick, for bringing all this together. For the rest of you, thank you for watching. you can rewatch this again on YouTube so that you can see some of the things that you have missed out. You can watch again, right? So thank you so much. Have a good rest of the week. We'll see you at the next episode. Thank you so much, guys. See you all. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.